strong body shows strength and instills confidence in others around you. I must always stay at the top of my game.
Fucking yapping. Goro, shut up. Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? What's up? Good morning! Chat. Good morning. 9 days until the patch. That means like what? 2 days? Until the Star Rail banner change? Or am I corned? 3 days? Okay, pause. What that means... Brave Whiter not getting time... Wait a second. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Why are there so many blue names in chat? I can barely fucking read this shit. What the hell? Bro, what a... How am I supposed to read this, bro? What the fuck? I guess it's a lot better on this monitor. On this monitor, it's like almost completely impossible to read. Wait. Now you guys aren't blue anymore. Gone himself? Frostal? You guys are fixed now. Wait, get fucked. You guys are normal blue instead of fucking dark blue blending in with a black background. I've been waiting to send you this video. What is it? Is it a Rickroll?
The English language doesn't exist. It's just badly pronounced French.
I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks. Alright! What do we do? What do we do, chat? Let's play... We're gonna play Hu Tao. We're gonna play an actual Hu Tao team today. How's that?
I trust you have packed.
That's kind of pog, right? Actual Hu Tao team? We're not just gonna be playing her and pretending like she's Arlecchino? Pog? Wait, what's my off piece again? I forgot. Is it my goblet? I think it is my goblet. Hello. I am streamer. Wait, what? Oh, right. Right. Did you watch LCK Finals? No, I woke up, it was already done. Saj. I got spoiled on who won, though. Saj. But I will watch it. Because I heard it was a really, really good series. Oh yeah, fuck. Thank you, Shot. I forgot to add it. Let me go do that right now. When did I talk about the it kills additively with the rainbow resonance? recommend it. Speaking of her AoE, and I guess bringing it back to Hu Tao, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, she's Hu Tao but AoE. And no, she's not. I will say, we have had data mined leaks today that they're increasing her AoE. So this is like a massive grain of salt, massive asterisk, massive check the damn pin comment to make sure this is still accurate. But her AoE is like very small. It's not Xingqiu burst small. It's not Ito. It's not. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This like check the pin comment to see if it changed. If it didn't change, then yeah. Okay. Anyways. Only about a week until 4.7 leakers and possible endgame leakers. Good one, buddy. Possible endgame leakers. Yeah, you're not coping at all. Why doesn't he have burst? Fuck. Whatever. Yeah, bro, you're not delusional. I promise. You're not Delulu. Not delusional. There will be endgame. Alright, chat. Everyone, make sure you grab yourself a cup of coffee, water, anything, any drink of your choice. And it's time to people coffee. Bro, chat, okay, wait, I got I saw this post this morning on Twitter when I woke up. CDog VA has raised over $800,000 for the IDF so far, and I was like, "Aww." But it's the Immune Deficiency Foundation. it's the other idea. Isn't it 1 million? It might be 1 million now, yeah. Dude, I actually did a double take, man. No! You. I hate this domain sometimes, man. With this team specifically, you always get frozen. Mr. Streamer, do you do viewer polls? Bro, I don't even pull on my own account on stream. No. Wait, that's not the right... Why? Lower accurate Xingqiu weapon. True! Man. That's not that good. Do you think Arlecchino will disappoint people? I think some people will be disappointed. I think some people will be pleasantly surprised. I think it depends on how ready you are for her to fucking die a lot, basically. Wow. Oh shit, wow. Hog? Hey yo? Hey yo? Can this be an upgrade? I am off piece on the feather, so maybe. Yeah, it's actually almost a guaranteed upgrade. Holy shit. Wait, that's Pog. That's huge. Attack? Just roll into anything except defense, please. That's fine. I'm happy with that. It's not defense. Am I keeping this? Nah, I don't think I am. I already have an HP circlet that's better than that, so... Please, don't roll into defense. That's a lot of low rolls, but I'll take it. I'll take that. Okay. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. Now I'm on 5 piece, which means I can go offset on something. Do I even want to go offset on something? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do want to go offset on something. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Holy. Your stats now?
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl,
That's okay. Wow. That might be top 1% on Akasha? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's funny if my highest ranked character is a character I don't like. Ah, fuck. A minus 15k is kind of funny. If it's not, both the requester and you will get banned. That's not how you write it, though. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, no. But it is funny. I will add the right way to write it. What does it mean? It's bit. It's basically cock in French. confusion, Saj. Wow.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Seize the skies.
Time to go.
This is the last one of the day, chat. Technically, this could be an upgrade, right? There's a chance this is a hydro damage goblet with actual good stats. I lied. I lied. I lied. I'm a liar. Are you... Do you forgive me, chat? For being a liar? For lying to you? Nopers, pants on fire. Ah! 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 My I don't know. You lied to me. Okay, chat. I lied to you. You lied to me. It's a fair trade-off. I think 1 for 1. All right, let's just cancel it out. Yeah. I was stabbed out and scared for you. I'm sorry. Alright, chat. You know what it's time to do? It's time to update the unit analysis. Our last update, I believe, was Farina. Maybe we had Navia? I don't know if you had Navia. We did have Navia. Did we have Chevreuse? No, we... Yes. Did we have Gaming? Yes. Did we have Xianyuan? Wait. Did I update this recently? What the fuck? Okay. So I guess it's only Chiori? Oh. Okay. Chiori! Power! I think Meta Minus is fair. Like, she's a unit that is consistently decent, right? But never really great. You know how, like, 2 years ago, Albedo was the flex tape of Genshin? Chiori's that now. Right? She goes in teams not because she has synergy with them, but because she does a decent amount of off-field damage that happens without you having a brain. But team versatility is really high. Situational versatility, she's not great in AoE. She's not good in AoE. She sucks in AoE. Best archetype. Mono Geo Navia. But she can honestly just be played with the double Geo flex. Like, in teams that already have Zhongli, if you have another flexible slot, she's always going to be a decent option. Always a decent option when using Zhongli. Even in non-geo-focused teams. Main role, off-field damage. Secondary roles, and wish. Updated for 4.5. Cool. If without Zhongli, I mean, you can also play her with Albedo, I guess. Huh. Oh yeah, chat. I've already seen this, but I want to show it to you guys. I got fucking chills, man. The music, yeah, the music is so good.
Being too popular.
Cause like,
Such a hassle.
it uses a lot of the leitmotifs in the Slay the Spire core, but you can tell it's different, right? Like, wait, let me... STS main theme. The fuck is that? Slay the Spire main theme. And then you watch this trailer and you're like, huh, I feel like I've seen this eye before. Interesting. These are cards. I've seen that mask before. Can't wait? That's the silent! It's a spire! Fucking go! Dude, I'm actually really excited. Will it be card-based badge again? Fuck you.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Best story quests are those where you find out about the character's personality via external things like crises, Alhaitham and Thelnedi instead of dating sims. Ayaka, would you agree? I mean, yeah, but like, I don't even remember Alhaitham's quest. To be fair, I think Alhaitham's just a boring-ass character, so that might be... That might have something to do with it. But Thelnedi's quest was one of the best in the game. What kind of game is Slay the Spire? I'm interested after this trailer. It's a roguelike deck builder. It's, the OG one. Yeah, it's like the real... I mean, I think it was my first roguelike. Other than Isaac. But I played Isaac when I was a fucking youngster, so I don't think it really counts. It was the first roguelike that I started playing because it was a roguelike. Like Genshin DCG, but better. It's nothing like Genshin DCG. It's a lot better than Genshin DCG in every single way, and it's not really the same kind of vibe. Game is fun as fuck. It's so addicting. It really is. I remember, like, back when there were only 2 playable characters in Slay the Spire, I played like hundreds of hours of each, and then I kind of wanted to get something new, so I got into like the mod scene, and I think I played like 300 hours of the, I think it was called the Construct. The Construct Slay the Spire mod. Yeah, it was the Construct. Dude, it was so fucking fun. Why was the skeleton on the right in that trailer kinda slaying? Do we know its lore? I don't actually recognize it. Maybe I'm just not a knower, but I don't recognize it. The other 2 are the same first 2 playable characters that were out on release in the first Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire now has 4 playable characters. I think on official release it had 3, but in early access it had 2 or something. I don't know. I don't remember when Defect came out. The Construct is part of an official mod pack now called Downfall. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember when Defect came out, I got back into Slay the Spire and played for like another couple hundred hours. And then when Watcher came out, I played it once and decided I didn't want to fucking play that shit. I do not like the Watcher. They're gonna be fun. The Watcher's a she? Oh, I did not know.
Rain outlines her face. Rain cutter. Huh?
Minus 15k? What is that? Donk Sass, that is a dog shit MO. Why would you waste your points like this? Chat, I made a mistake. I know you told me I shouldn't strongbox Glad, but I wanted to be for evil. So I did 3 full strongboxes and got nothing good. Don't strongbox Glad, chat. Thank you for the advice, DJ. I will take that under advisement when I decide to strongbox Glad for my Arlecchino. The fuck, you gave him Whopper Flower? You're evil. I thought it would give me an achievement or something. I guess not. That's fucked up. You know, the worst thing is, like, I have, like, 3 Whopper Flower Nectar.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Karina drained you dry. Please don't say it like that. Thank you.
Body and mind. No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Oh, we got a Leyline Sprout. Why can't I not change my Leyline Sprout into something that can cleanse Leyline disorders? Maj. Jay Stern made a list of 10 different teams yesterday for a hypothetical 10-sided abyss. Yeah, I could do that too. I'm done. Do I have a key? Building 40 units, Pog. Owning 40 units, Pog. Genshin Impact Tier Maker. Yeah. We have all the characters here. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So let's start with like the easy stuff, right? So realistically, you're gonna want one team with Farazan. And then either Shao or Wanderer. I don't know which one would be better. I think Wanderer can make use of dogshit units better than Shao can. But I think Shao would generally be better. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you want to go for. Almighty Noob, using her burst clears your bond. So you don't get 195. When you Q, it sets you back to 0. We'll see what we end up putting here. Honestly, maybe we do Xiao Shanyan here. Because other Xianyan teams are pretty reliant on like Bennett and stuff like that, and we can probably make a lot of different potential teams with Bennett. So I could see Xianyan being the right play here. You definitely want to have one team that's just Neuvillette and garbage. You'd probably want Okay, in 10 Abyss sides, surely one of them is freezable, right? So you'd probably want one Ayaka. And you can do Shenhe. Where is she? Yeah, we're probably doing one Mono Geo. Don't know if we use Chiori here, or if we use Albedo and keep Chiori Zhongli to fill out a shit team somewhere else. I think we use Albedo. Maybe I'm underestimating the amount of good teams we can make, and I'm being too, like, careful with unit usage, but we'll see. I mean, we're gonna have an Elo team. Are we gonna have an Elo team, actually? A non-Nahida Nilo team would probably not be that great. If we're using Nahida. I guess you can make a non-Nahida Hyper Bloom team and it's still gonna be fine. Nilo teams are gonna struggle without it a bit more. Okay. Right, because you can do these two, and then you can do, like, pretty units that don't really work elsewhere all that much. Something like this, right? You can do an Alhaitham team. Probably always gonna have Kuki in it. Depending on what you're dealing with, DMC Nilo can be possible. Yeah, that's fair. In this team, without Nahida... without Nahida, Alhaitham teams are gonna be a lot worse. And I don't want to use double Hydro on this, right? Don't really know yet what I'm going to use on this slot. We'll think about it. Do we want to use Lenny? Maybe? We're definitely doing a Chevreuse team. I think. Chevreuse. I feel like Raiden, Bena Channeling is a waste for a Chevreuse team. Raiden, Sarah, Chevreuse, Beto? Beto? That's not a good idea. Also, how are you keeping the Pyro Aura up? But maybe Raiden Sarah is a good idea. And then we figure out the last unit based on what we have left. Has to be, like, Toma or Zhangling. Which I guess is kind of scuffed. Where the fuck is Sarah? There she is. We only have 3 teams left to do, so, like, we're actually fine for units. We haven't used Singto or Yelan yet. Haven't used Bennett, haven't used Fischl. Like, realistically, we're probably doing some variation of this. Maybe. Or Yelan instead. We'll see. Haven't used Farina either. Huh. Haven't used Kazu, huh? But we still have slots to fill out earlier, so like, I don't want to just use units because I can, right? Maybe... no. No, Raiden's not available anymore. Hmm. Yeah, I think we're always doing this. I also still haven't used Zhongli Chiori. Okay, let's put the units I'm actually thinking of using up here. Not this shit. Eh. Eh. Maybe we do a Risley team? I mean, I don't like it. I think we need too many of the good units to make that work. Honestly, we can probably do... Where's Linny? I think I like this. It's not, like, it's not the best team, but, you know, it's good enough. Comfy. Should be chill. We still have Kokomi available. Maybe... something like this? I feel like I'm using too many good units, though. Don't know if that's really gonna work. I think I'd rather do this. We can keep Farina for another team. Honestly, maybe this one? Haven't used Navia. Oh. I should use Navia for sure. Yeah, you're right. This is probably better. We don't need this here. I mean, it's fine. At least, like, we can fill it out with just any healer. Figure that out at the end. Just do this. It's fine. But, like, no. It's not a good idea. We can probably use Baiju here. Even if I don't generally love it. Here we want some Hydro. I kind of want to use Kokomi there, then. Fuck. Okay, maybe we dismantle this team. Use the unit somewhere else. And put Navia here. I'm not sure what the last slot would be, but I like this core, I think. What MC is that? Joe MC. I think Jean is a better healer in the Hutao team. Yeah, probably. Because we could play Baiju here then, but that's that feels wrong. Maybe we just put him with Neuvillette. Still don't know what I want to use as the last slot on this team. Is it just gonna be Ganyu? God. It might be. Goodness. That is, yeah, that is definitely a team of all time. I guess we don't have a shield yet, so we could use Lila instead. Sure, fuck it. We're almost done. Way to win the last team. I don't love it. We could do this. Or put Lisa with Nebula, but I don't like Lisa with Nebula as much. Yeah, I kind of like this. And then we just need to finish these two teams. Yeah, probably put Baiju here. And then just anything for the Shao team. What's... Is it just TTDS? Probably just TTDS. We already have a healer. Might as well use Mona TTDS. Versus every other rotation or some shit. Daya for the resistance to interruption. Doesn't last long enough. We could use Toma though. honestly. I think that's it. That's probably the 10 teams I would do. If I had more time to think about it, maybe I'd change some stuff around, but... Do you have a link to what Jason did? Kinda down to compare. Now if your team doesn't seem to fit, why not? What about it doesn't fit? On the phone, I don't know how to link. Was it on his last VOD? I would swap Navia and Lenny and build another Lenny team? Yeah, bro, let me just build a Lenny team with no access to any of the good animal units, no access to any of the good shielders, and no Bennett. That seems like a great idea. Great idea. Oh, also no access to any of the off-field pyros. Like, yes, indeed. The Navia team would be better if it used Bennett Jolie Chiori. Because Bennett Jolie Chiori is a better core than GOMC Official Lisa. But GOMC Official Lisa is still a completely fine core. But it sure as fuck won't work for Lenny. It works for Navia, it won't work for Lenny. Recent broadcasts. Okay, each business. Well, what time in the VOD was it? Oh, it was pretty early.
Push it to 12.
Okay. Okay, so. I'm not a fan of this. Wait, is he fucking assuming C4 Gene? I can't. I'm not a fan of this team. Because I feel like Nebula just doesn't need Farina. Does he end up finishing it, or?
The point was kind of...
Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
If I do this.
We have 1 to 8, and then 9 to... Okay, cool. So... This is a strong team. This seems... should be good enough. This team I'm a little worried about, but it's fine. This team's fine. I mean, this seems good. Well, actually, no. This team kind of sucks ass, no? If you're not fighting an enemy that has a self-infusion, no geo resonance. Oh wait, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. You don't have a shield, so you can't get geo resonance. This is the one team I don't like so far. But I mean, it's still a fine team, but I don't like it. I think it's... ugh. This is obviously good enough. This is alright. This is fine. This is fine. Hmm. Hmm. I guess? Yeah. I think these teams are a bit more equal across the board. With the, like, one outlier of the Neuvillette one. I don't know. I guess you're making the assumption that there's going to be one team that's both freezable and ventiable, or there's one of the 10 sides that's going to be freezable and ventiable. So venti here makes sense. I guess it does, honestly. And then you free up Kazuha to improve one of the other teams. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. Where would Kazuha go for me? Maybe like this? Perhaps? Perhaps? Hmm. I'm worried for the Ayaka team is the problem. Remove GMC for support Ganyu? Nah. That's definitely not better. GMC actually works pretty well with Navia, and it gives a construct to Chiori. There's no way that's better. Can Venti work with Linny? I think generally you don't want to play Linny in Ventiable content. Like, he can work, but I don't think it's very coherent. Swap Toma and Zhongli. Toma here over Zhongli. I mean, it makes this team a lot worse. But maybe if we're not playing Chiori anymore, so Zhongli isn't as necessary, we could put Zhongli here and use Daya. God. I guess, yeah. Like, unironically. Or maybe even Yanfei, actually. I'd rather use Yanfei. I kind of like this more, yeah. TDDS? Yeah, assuming the ER requirements permit it, which should be the case in a team like this, I think. You go 5 Kazuha, you do 2 Bennett E's. You should be able to get this. Like, in this rotation, you want to swap from Bennett to Yanfei anyways, if you're going TDDS, because you want to give the TDDS to Linny, right? So, you would naturally battery Bennett's E into Yanfei, right? Which helps our ER requirements a decent amount. I can see the ER being achievable. Um. So what is it? 2.25 plus. How many particles does she generate again? Three. Non-caught. Linny is what, 5? 4? I don't remember. Is it 4 or 5 for Linny? 5. Plus another 2.25. Two 20%. I think that is achievable. Could be higher. This is a rotation where you're batterying one of the Bennett E's into the Yunfei. Because you have to swap from Bennett to Yunfei anyways, and you're doing 2 Bennett E's. It helps a lot. Like, if you don't battery it into her, it's like 240. And 240 actually starts being really fucking hard to achieve, right? That's 90 ER from subs, that's like 22 point something average. Per piece, that's rough as fuck, right? 220 is like 18 per piece. That's basically almost 1 less ER roll per piece, right? You can have 2 20 ER pieces and 2 not 20 ER. Or you can have 2 piece emblem and just have like 50% across 4 pieces, which is very, very doable. Yeah, this should be doable. Which is best, C1 or S or R1 for Arlecchino? C1 is generally going to be better. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with these teams, honestly. Like, I think the Neuvillette team is a bit on the weaker side, for sure. But, like, Neuvillette's AoE chambers are generally balanced around, you know, if it's an AoE, the amount of DPS necessary, if you're hitting all the enemies, should be lower, right? And because Neuvillette can hit every fucking enemy, you can pretty reliably give him a worse team and just put him in content where he can hit all the enemies. And you'll still be fine. And that's why I don't love what Jay Stern did here with giving Neuvillette, Farina, and Kazuha. I feel like it's just such a waste. Like, it's such a waste. Neuvillette's teams don't need that. You'll have one chamber that's significantly faster than the others. And I prefer using Kazuha and Farina on other teams. Like, when you have 10 chambers, one chamber being faster doesn't matter nearly as much. Right? Yeah. I think this is what I would do. Okay, business. That was an interesting question, thank you. Very pog. Waiting now what? I know, man. The Genshin Impact experience.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
So take a look at fan-made abysses on Cat. I think some of them are funny. They made it to live. Maybe we could do that. Sure. Where do I find? Where do I find the fan-made abysses?
There'll be an extra fee for that. I'll think about it.
Is it just an abyss? Go here, press the plus. These? Or all of these fan-made abysses?
I'll think about it.
Pure fiction. Energy ties will switch between aberrant storms and dark blizzards. During aberrant storms, when characters' attacks hit opponents, they will lose 2 elemental energy. During dark blizzards, characters' max stamina is decreased by 100. Ew. I don't like these. So, the main reason why I don't like this is because losing energy is just such a cringe mechanic. It's a lot more cringe than not being able to gain energy. Because a lot of characters want to use their skill before they use burst, right? And you just can't do that anymore. So I don't like it. Maybe if it was characters' normal attacks, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know. Anyways. Surprise? What is, huh? 20 hilly churls. 60 hilly churls. That's a lot of hilly churls. Jesus Christ. What the? Why is there a Kuting in Abyss? What? I don't know how I feel about this. That's fine. Meh. Okay. Look at the first one. Rift Hounds into Rift Hounds. Primuses. Primi into Primi. Wolf Lord and whatever the fuck that is. This is dog shit. No offense. I don't like this. This is bad. Moving on. Number 2. Certain opponents will possess the Honed Spirit effects, which grants them 30% physical in all elemental res. When opponents with Honed Spirits take hit from attacks that are considered normal attack damage, they will lose 5% physical in all elemental res. A maximum of 50% of each may be lost this way. That's kind of cool. I like that. Wait, wasn't this a ley line at some point? Oh, that's fine. Oh. Please. I hope bad things happen to you. What the fuck? That's disgusting. Ew. No. What does this do? Okay, for 2Es into a bunch of for 2. Okay, I kind of like this one actually. What? No. 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 Stop it. Nah. Enemies take the field, it will gain Vajra. All res increased by 30%. When sustaining a single instance of damage that exceeds a certain limit, it will gain 1 revenge. After 2, it will deal true damage to the character. Vajra lasts for 45 seconds. Vajra ends. All party members' crit rate is increased by 10%. Damage dealt increased by 20%. It lasts until the next enemy. This is dog shit. What a terrible mechanic. You're not allowed to deal damage, otherwise you take massive fucking revenge damage. This just hard prevents certain characters from being played, right? Zhongli check? I mean, not really. Bro, you play Hu Tao Zhongli, you do 1 charge attack, your shield takes fucking 10k. Oh no, that's not it. You do 2 charge attacks, your shield takes 10k. Another 2 charge attack, your shield is dead. Another 2 charge attack, you are dead. Like, it's not a good mechanic. In my opinion. We not? Bro, okay, you're just trying to make people frustrated. Okay, so I said this before and I'll say it again, right? You should never have 2 heralds on the same side. 2 lectors, completely fine. 2 heralds, no. Okay? Heralds move too much, and because attacks are like very randomized, it's effectively an RNG check whether they stay grouped or not. If there's 1 herald, you can move based on its attacks so that it will always stay in the same general vicinity. And you can make that general vicinity where the lectors are, right? Because lectors don't move. Right? 1 herald, multiple lectors is a skill check. Multiple heralds is an RNG check. It's just fucking cringe. Like, they've put 2 Hydro Heralds before? Yeah, and that was dog shit. Hydro Heralds aren't as bad, actually. 2 Hydro Heralds, if there's nothing else, is fine. Because you can freeze them, right? But even then... yeah. But like, 2 Hydro Heralds is like, fine. It's the cryo ones that are the most cringe. Anyways. I mean, what the fuck? What is bro yapping about? Okay, sure, cool. Okay. Oscillation tides are present. They will switch between high tide and low tide in 10-second cycles. During high tide, characters attacks an opponent will ignore 10% of defense. During low tide, all opponents' resistance is increased by 40%. I like this. This is a good mechanic. Trying to line up your uptime with enemy debuff is a nice way of making stuff feel more interactive. I like that. Don't love the Eye of the Storm for this, especially not 3 Eye of the Storms, because it's like DPS windows are RNG. I like this a lot because its DPS window happens when you break the shield, which means you can control when you break the shield so that it happens at the start of high tide and you can start doing damage to it with it being debuffed rather than it being buffed, right? So I like that enemy a lot. I think this enemy doesn't fit this blessing all that well. This one is also breakable on a timer, but like this. Rune Serpent I don't like for the same reason I don't like the Eyes of the Storm. Don't love the Fatui Operatives. One Herald, one Lector, they get it, man. Like these are completely fine. I think the first side of this Abyss is like really good. Second side is meh. Okay, this one. 3 Abyss Heralds Frostfall. Yeah, no, I'm good. Into a win. Yeah, okay. This is the kind of Abyss that's made by someone who wants to be edgy. Haha, I will put the most annoying enemies. Frick you. Okay, what the... Genki into PMA. Sure, yeah, makes sense. Oh. Emperor of Fire and Iron into yep, Yeah, no, this is bad. This is terrible. You should feel bad about making this, honestly. Eh. Nope. See, they did it again, man. They did it again. That's not... All Electro Element characters gain 75% Electro damage bonus. All other characters, max HP is increased by 25% and attack is increased by 30%. On starting the challenge, all party members will be inflicted with Engulfing Storm. After the challenge starts, Engulfing Storm will be inflicted every 5 seconds. Characters on the field will continuously accumulate Sheer Cold after Sheer Cold reaches its limit. Okay. So... is Engulfing Storm the one that, like, yoinks your energy away? I don't understand the point of things like this. Like... these would not be fun. They would be more difficult, yes. But in a way that is not fun, you know? This I like, right? I've always been a fan of lava troll chambers because lava trolls are like such a good enemy because they will one-shot the fuck out of you, but they're not really that big of a DPS check. And while gearing your team specifically for lava trolls will make them infinitely easier because you can break their shields much easier, you don't actually have to do it. Right? So they encourage team building without completely invalidating half of your fucking teams, right? Like, I really like lava trolls as an enemy. I don't know how I feel about this, though. This is fine. Multiple heralds again. Nope. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I don't like this one. I hope it never gets to Abyss, because it's such a bad enemy. Eh. That's fine. Still don't understand the mechanic. The mechanic is you better have specific elements on your team, otherwise you get wiped. It's not a fun mechanic. It's just, oh yeah, you are forced to play this element. It's just not fun. It's cringe, man. It's cringe. It really is cringe. These... Wait, who made this one? This is like so much easier than the previous ones. I don't like it still, because, I mean... I think Crow Heralds is one of the worst enemies they've added to this game. But hey, it is what it is. Cryohypostasis. How do I feel about that? Is cryohypostasis the hypostasis that would be the least bad to have in Abyss? I think so, right? Probably? Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. This side, it's fine. God. Oh, God. I don't like this. Unfortunately, I don't think Liam is a good Abyss enemy. Rocky, I don't mind. The problem with Liam is that it forces you to never stay in the same place, which means that if you're playing a melee unit, you'll have to spend half of your time looking at him not being able to hit. Which is just not fun gameplay, you know? Because he leaves, like, elemental fields that do damage over time. And if you're staying in melee range, he leave a pyro and an electro one. And then you're just like, oh, okay, well, if I step anywhere close to him, I die. Right? Rolky, like, all of his attacks are dodgeable, like, that's fine, right? But you can't dodge a field that is around him. Other than by not walking into it. And I just don't like that. I think it would be completely fine if it wasn't a gacha game, right? And you had access to all the characters. But you don't, right? But it is what it is. This one... Yeah, okay. It's fine. Yeah, and then this is dog shit. These are okay, I guess. Already terrible. That's better. Nope. God. This one, I think is actually too much. Ugh. I don't like that. Why do they put the Swanee in half of the fucking things they make, man? Wow, okay, we can skip it. It's dog shit because the Swanee's there. Wow, very cool. Okay, this one doesn't have... What do you mean damage reduction? Damage taken is reduced to 75% of the original damage. Why? Why? Just give them 33% more HP for free, or like what? Like what the fuck is that? Oh? I mean, this is just... Oh. When one is defeated, the other will be automatically defeated. I was gonna say this is kind of bullshit, they have way too much HP, but that actually kind of makes it fair. I kind of like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, that's kind of cool. Obviously, the balance is terrible. Like, how the fuck is the second slide so much easier on all of these? Like, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Oh, no. 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 No, no, no. Midnight Masanori? What the fuck, man? You have to kill him twice? You got fucking... Oh, dude, you can't... Oh yeah, there's a new boss. And new enemies. Yeah, meh. Meh. I don't know, man. I do not know. Okay. Design your own abyss? Okay. Genshin Impact. Wait, is there like a template somewhere I can use? Maybe on that side? Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see anything. I'm just gonna use Paint. Paint is the best template. Okay. So Hmm. Okay. I think first things first is we need to figure out what sort of content we're trying to make, right? Had you open this page, just clicked on any of the monsters and then press on the plus. Then you can just, yeah. So just what sort of content would I want to make?
Boring.
What if instead of Abyss, I make a raid?
Sounds more interesting.
What do you guys think about that? Thoughts? Any thinkers? Chat, what if I make Tombs of a Mascot in Genshin Impact? What's that? It's a RuneScape raid. I'm actually down to take heavy inspiration from Tombs of Mascot and make a Sumeru raid.
There'll be an extra fee for that. I'll think about it.
Just don't make it required co-op, yeah. I mean, the thing...
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about one of the things that ended up making me quit RuneScape for the most part. Like, I never hardline quit, but I kind of just stopped playing after leagues. And one of the big factors in that was the design of one of the raids. So right now, RuneScape has like three main, like it has three big raids. It has the Chambers of Zarek, the Theater of Blood, and the Tombs of a Mascot. And the raid that really frustrated me was the Theater of Blood. And the reason why it really frustrated me is because it's effectively impossible to learn the Theater of Blood solo. You basically have to find a raid party in order to learn it. The thing is, if you're not good, finding a raid party is a huge pain in the ass, and you can't be good if you don't learn the fucking raid. Right? And so when I played leagues, you know, I was like, I don't know, man, I want to fucking do this raid, but people didn't... Don't you have friends? I mean, not friends that were playing at the time, like, leagues when I was playing leagues. But anyways, the point is just that the barrier of entry to the Theater of Blood like, you could do easy TOB solo, right? But the thing is, easy TOB isn't fun because it's too easy. You can fuck every single thing up and still survive, right? And that's not satisfying to do. And it's not actually teaching me shit when I'm still getting, like, anyways. It's a sort of content that is very clearly aimed at people who were already endgame players at the time of its release, right? And that doesn't really attempt to give you a path towards learning it if you weren't. And that frustrated me a lot. It made it very demotivating for me to try to learn it. I kind of just ended up I kind of stopped playing Leagues, and I didn't really go back to the base game after Leagues ended, right? And like, it's not necessarily inherently wrong to have content that's, you know, aimed at experienced players. And especially in an MMO, it's also not wrong to have incentives to play with other players, right? But the fact that the mechanics were so different in easy versus actual normal and hard mode Theater of Blood, rather than it just being easier, kind of just made it a huge fucking pain in the ass. And so if I were to design a raid in Genshin, I would want it, as much as a lot of people are dissatisfied with TOA, Tombs of a Mascot, in RuneScape. I think that it does one thing right, and that's like the difficulty increases being incremental in a way that you can actually learn them yourself. And it is soloable, but it's still not like necessarily the best thing to do them solo, right? Anyways. I like that it has both very adjustable difficulty and the ability to do it both solo or in a group, with each having their advantages. And that's something I would want to replicate to some extent, right? So, I like the idea. Let's... Sheet 28. Hell yeah. Alright? The way that TOA is structured is there's 4 different rooms. Or 4 different, like... You go in, right? It's a big room. Right? And there's 4 doors on the sides. And 1 big door in the front, right? And each of these doors leads to a puzzle room. And once you clear the puzzle room, it leads to a boss. Once you've done all 4 of the bosses, this door unlocks, and you can go fight the final boss, right? I think that's a really good structure for a raid. That's meant to be a first raid, right? Because it makes it so that you can take learning the bosses one at a time. Right? And you don't have to go through the first boss to practice the second boss, right? You can, you know, do the first boss, learn it, get good at it, and then quit the raid, go back in, and start with this boss this time, right? And you can do that until you've kind of got an idea for all 4 of the bosses, and then you can try to do all 4 and try the boss, right? So I think I wanna do something like that as well. So I guess my question is, if we're doing a similar structure, what could be the mini bosses, and what could be the final boss if we're doing a Sumeru themed Abyss? Maybe a Pep could be the final boss, but I don't know if a Pep is that great of a of a final boss, honestly. Actually, Scaramouche is a good final boss. I like that a lot, actually. Final boss gonna be Scaramouche. Scaramouche Phase 2 is lame, though? No, I disagree. I'll be right back, chat. Give me a second. I'm back. Okay. So, what are things, or what are Sumeru specific enemies? I need a list of enemies to choose from. All right, we have the Baptist is in Sumeru, but I don't think I really want it here. Simon, can you make something cool with Simon? Yeah, you definitely can. Right? Dendro Hypo, I'm not sure. Aeonblight Drake, I like. Terrorshroom, I don't know. We nut. Honestly, I don't know. Can do the Electro Regis Vine, but meh. I don't actually like this. I like having Simon in Terrace Rooms. I want to have an Aramite focused bot, so it'd probably just be like a fucking really buffed up like Aramite duo or something. But I want a fourth faction. Local Legend Aramite? Yeah, something like that. Like a Jet Boss, yeah, exactly. What can we do? Beasts? Meh. The Baptist still Sumeru? I mean, you could do Baptist, honestly. Like Fatui stuff into Baptist? Yeah. Okay. I think instead of Terrorstrom, I think I want to have something academia related. Is that how you write it? I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Right? Because, like, you want it to thematically lead into Scaramouche, right? So you can have, like, okay, you know, the Fatui's plan in Sumeru, right? They're fucking yapping. They're you know, teaming up with the Academia to make to make whatever the fuck Scaramouche is, right? They have control over the automatons. They found a way to get control over the automatons. They're trying to bribe some of the Eremites, and obviously, yeah, this is the Fatui, right? Honestly, final boss should be Dottore. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. And these would be like the 4 rooms leading up to it, right? Where you'd have... That just is not Fatui. You are right, I'm an idiot. I forgot. What would the Abyss... What would be a... Yeah, maybe not that then. What would be the last one? Something that's like more closely related to the Fatui. Were there any new Fatui enemies in Sumeru? Operatives are Fontaine, no? I mean, it doesn't have to be only Sumeru enemies, right? It could still just be Fatui stuff. Do you have a Fatui boss that isn't, like, a Harbinger? Like, not, like, a world boss? I don't think so, right? Only local legends? We can put a local legend. So, your boss here would be a corrupt. A corrupt, scorching lore master. Babel? Yeah, it could be Babel. I made a deal with Dottore that, like, he would leave the Eremites alone if she got your head or something. Who's telling him? I know, but it's like... I know, okay? But, like... Well, already was corrupt. That is fair. We're already working with the Fatui in that world quest. Oh yeah, they were. I forgot. Sure, okay. That's fine then. Academia, you'd have Azar. Right? Automatons. They're not actually automatons, are they? Oh, they are. But why would... I mean, let's just say Dottore found a way to fucking control them. And then Fatui... I'm gonna be honest, chat. I really like the idea of a boss animal boxer. Or like it keeps spawning Fatui, kind of like in that Leia Archon quest where there's like you have like in the Jade Chamber you have to like protect the thingies and there's like portals that spawn Fatui, right? A bunch of Fatui keeps spawning, and the boss like runs away from you. But if you start hitting the Fatui, it'll run to them and try to protect them. Wouldn't that be cool? A gig NMO boxer. Okay, and then the lead up to the Simon boss could be like So automaton lead up would be kill Doritos, they drop parts, use parts to complete light puzzle. Then Simon, obviously you'd want additional mechanics, right? Hey, thank you for the raid, Talking Angela. Welcome, raiders. Simon, constructs can be hit for energy. Have to break every construct to reveal him instead of one. Quicken has to be triggered, or Quicken doesn't reveal him, but it one-shots constructs. Ten constructs instead of 4. Never goes back to visible unless you kill constructs. Thoughts? Make it more aggressive. Simon feels like a docile pup. Simon's attacks are really fucking hard to properly dodge. They just don't do a lot of damage. But, like, obviously, it would do a lot more damage, you know? I feel like it's the easiest boss to dodge. I can often do no-hit runs. The attack where it spawns things that will follow you until they hit you, those things are literally not dodgeable. You cannot iframe them. The only way they stop following you is once they have hit you. You can iframe them with burst iframes, but if you only have one character because it's co-op content, that's a lot fucking harder to do, man. Because you only have one burst iframe instead of 4. You also probably break the constructs or like get him back to not being invisible really quickly, which is the part where it's, I would say, especially if there was 10 constructs instead of 4, real fucking hard. You know? Anyways. Okay, next up, Academia, lead up. Huh. I don't know if you guys are gonna hate me for this. Alright? I think it should be a stealth mission. Like Liar. Yeah, exactly. Very similar to the Liar stealth mission in early Mondstadt. I think that the stealth mission should also have set spawns and enemy AI. Maybe like a total of like 10 different potential patterns. Which means that if you've done it a bunch of times and you know which pattern it is, you'll be able to get through it very quickly. Like, I think it should be min-maxable. So that someone who's doing it for the first time, you know, will take like, you know, 2 or 3 minutes on it. Whereas someone who knows, like, who's done it 100 times and knows which pattern it is, will be able to do it in 30 seconds. Then, Azar. Yeah, actually, that's a good take for an impact. Azar should be like Liam. So, like Liam, but attack intervals are more streamlined. Once mastered, you should be able to go to one side of the room when targeted by an Electro. Maybe instead of making it Electro and Pyro, you can make it Electro and Dendro. By an Electro attack, and the other side when targeted by a Dendro attack. In co-op, he will attack everyone at once. But player 1 will be a different element than player 2. Mid HP mechanic, where you have to hit specific, or you have to hit or where dummies spawn and you have to hit them with the right elements, but it can be done by letting Azar hit them for you by manipulating his targeting. So, as far as I'm aware, does anyone know where I can find a Dendro Samachurl in in the overworld. Any knowers? Book is just gonna lead me to any summon troll, not specifically a Dendro one. Leo, that's very unclear. Is there? If I remember correctly, there's one somewhere in here, right? Over there.
We're going to.
Yeah, there he is. Right? So, like, when he applies Dendro on me, as you can see, he's still reapplying Dendro, but it's not actually triggering Spread or Aggravate. Right? So I like the idea that Liam, or that Azar, right? His fields wouldn't deal damage, they just keep applying the element. That way, if you get quickened, you will be fucked if he hits you with his attack, but walking into the field won't kill you. Right? You just have to make sure you keep separating the fields. And you're chilling, right? Anyways. So he'll be a potionaire, yeah. Anyways, that's number 2. Third one. Eremites lead up. Protect Caravan? Could be. Yeah, I'm down for a protect mission. And then Babel. What sort of combat mechanics would I want to give a Scorching Lore Master? Oh, I know. Her summon is a consecrated beast instead. HP pool is fucking huge to the point that the percent HP damage from killing consecrated beast will be the fastest way to kill her. Respawns Consecrated Beast after being stunned. Thoughts? And like that would be base difficulty, and maybe you have a modifier to make the raid harder where she summons 2 or even 3 Consecrated Beasts instead. Right? But the base difficulty would only be 1, so it wouldn't be too hard, right? Jeff is thinking like a holiday. Chat, 1 Consecrated Beast is nothing. It can one-tap you? It kind of can't, though. Consecrated Beasts are not that... Whatever. Anyways, so that's that. And then finally... a 2E lead up. Animo Boxer is launching Animo missiles at you. And all your attacks are disabled. You need to break Fatui Skirmishers' shields, but the only way to do it is to let them hit you, and then let yourself get hit by Animo missiles to swirl the element onto other Fatui Skirmishers. It's like an elemental puzzle. Or your time limit, or whatever, is dictated by the damage you're taking. On higher difficulties, it'd be really difficult because they do actually relevant damage, but on lower difficulties, they wouldn't do too much damage, so it would really just be a matter of doing it until they're there. Gig Animo Boxer. Fatui reinforcements, or, okay. Keeps running away from you. Or actually has a shield up that blocks 95% of incoming damage. Fatui reinforcements keep spawning, and attacking them makes the Giganimo Boxer come over and protect them. With the same elemental counter mechanic as base Animal Boxer has. While it's countering, and for a few seconds after, damage reduction disappears. No, I don't like that on Mighty Noob. Like, I think this sort of stuff, at a baseline, being brute forceable isn't a problem, right? Like, you can have difficulty modifiers that make it so that it blocks 100%, or that if you hit it while it's up, it heals, right? You can have difficulty modifiers that do that, but it doesn't need to be the base version of it, right? If anything, 95% is probably a bit too high. It should be 90. Ooh, not 9. 9 is too low for sure. Anyways. And then finally, you have the Torre. Starts chill. Kind of just damage sponge for first phase. Second phase, he splits into 5. With main body taking 60, 70, 80, 90% reduced damage based on how many clones are alive. Well, that's a good idea, Maliko. Younger clones are faster, but don't hit as hard. Older clones are slower, but hit harder. Third phase, be an interesting third phase. He just, like, morbs, I think. True. Mind control? Wait, that's kind of sick, actually. Actually, no. Third phase, he makes a clone of you. And each character does something different as an enemy. Thoughts? In solo, you would only make one clone of your current active character when you phase him. In co-op, he would make a clone of each active character. And you could try to make sure that, like, I don't know, if you have, like, a Bennett, a Kaya, and a Barbara, for example, Bennett fights the Kaya clone, Kaya fights the, or like whatever, right? But like you could fight specific clones depending on the matchups versus each of them, right? And then clones have elemental shields of their elements. And basically no HP. After killing every clone, the Torre comes back. Or Dotori is stunned for a medium-ish duration. If you don't kill him during that time, he summons clones again. Yeah, I think that's it. And then you can have a bunch of difficulty modifiers, right? So that's the thing I like the most of TOA in RuneScape, is that, like, the difficulty modifiers actually feel fun. Like, they affect each specific boss in different ways. You can have ones that are overall, stuff like that, right? I feel like in this, it would work really well, right? So you could have, you need more parts to complete the puzzle. The puzzle is just harder. You could have, Simon summons 5 more constructs. You could have, there's more guards, or the guards can see you. As soon as you enter the guard's field of vision, you get revealed, rather than like the bar filling up over time. You could have As our attack speed is increased, you could have he starts alternating more different elements. Element is randomized, but there's a visual indicator of which is the next element. Something like that, right? You can have Caravan has less HP. There's more enemies that spawn. A bunch of difficulty modifiers that are optional like that. Could be pretty cool. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm kind of tired. I hope you guys had a nice time thinking about raids, knowing we'll never get them, but that's okay. It is what it is. Why does this motherfucker have me in his stream title? We can write out though. Alright, go say hi. Go say, what is blood doing? And I will see you guys around. Bye.